I am hoping that some of you guys have seen my murder drones rep sheets in my art style. If not, I posted them in my posts. The reason why I am making a video on Sin-S is because Sin's lore and stuff in my O is different from the canon show. This takes place post-Ep 8. Okay, so first, I need you to know that this Sin and this Sin are different. Sin, who ILL call Sinus Skin Suit, and Salmer Host is 100% being controlled by the Salmer and is actual not Sin. Sin is the drone being controlled, so in this this Sin is the Sin that S was being controlled by Sinus. A little confusing, but yeah, now how she got her body back. When you made Sinus's core, there were 4 main souls, those being Sin, Null, Tess, and the absolute Salmer. Sin-S was the strongest of them aside from the Salmer. She was able to talk to you in dreams, until eventually she was able to convince you, N, me, and Normat herself, and Null and Tess were innocent and needed help. You, knowing how capable the Salmer was at trigger, it took a while, until Sin started telling her things that sounded odd, such as things that would have been erased before Sin was saved by Tess, but she was still skeptical. But after 2 years of non-stop nightmares, she finally agreed. First was Null, because she was the least controlled, then Sin. They weren't sure if a human soul could be moved into a drone body, but Sin and Gabe decided that they would at least try, or let her be at rest. So they did, and it was successful. The Salmer was still stuck in Unis's tail, with its main innocent victims being free at last. But due to them being linked to the Salmer for so long, their worker body S became Salmer user / non-drone body S, meaning they could be rather dangerous if the Salmer took over, but what had been done had been done. Most previous scares stayed, such as Sin's tail fins being cut and Null's eye patch. But Tess was weirdly fine, and that is how Sin was free from the Salmer's control. Sin, as you would expect, would be rather traumatized knowing what her body did. She had a phase where she would constantly apologize in Yuzi's dreams. But after she became more calm, she was rather silly but could be rather bossy, considerate, and thoughtful depending on the drone and tone of the room. Sin is 20 years old, only 2 years younger than her older brother, and that is all I have to say about Sin. I will probably do something similar for Tess, because her character in this is also a bit confusing, but important. These are all just headcanons for Mio, so don't take it too seriously. Now enjoy the rest of the speed paint, and hope you like the new voice.